Okay, now we have polynomial expressions. All these problems can be simplified with a 1 and a 2. Okay, make sure all your x's are covered. Now, in the middle is a plus sign, so I put NA there. I don't need to do all that multiplying out. There is no multiplying. My highest power is a 2, so blank x to the second plus blank x plus blank. X seconds, I have a 1 and a negative 3, so that's going to be negative 2 when you plus them. Now I look for regular x's. I have a negative 4x and a positive 13x. So negative 4 plus 13, it's negative because there's a minus in front of it, is positive 9. And then numbers without x is 6 plus 1, 7. There you go. Okay. Next one. More good news. I have a minus sign. I don't have to multiply. Okay. Make your minus plus, and all these go the opposite. So plus, plus, and negative. Okay. So the highest power here is a third power. So blank x to the third plus blank x to the second plus blank x plus blank. So I'm looking for x to the third, and I have a 9. X second, I have a negative 11 and a positive 6. I add those together, I get negative 5. Now I look for x's. I have a positive 2x, and I believe that was positive. I don't know why. No, it was negative. Sorry, my bad. Positive 2 plus negative 3 is negative 1. And then I have negative 11. Okay, easy enough. Now the fun starts here with the multiplying, okay? So 1 and 2, I have to do step 1 over here. So I take 3x to the third times 8x to the fourth. I put the 1 there. I take 3x to the third times negative 1x to the second. I take 3x to the third times negative 3x. And I take 3x to the third times 5. Okay, make sure all your x's have powers. 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, and 3. Okay, so 3 times 8 is 24. And then I add 3 and 4 together, 7. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. And then 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. 3 plus 1 is 4. X to the fourth, okay. 3 times 5 is 15, and I just have an x to the third, so that is what I write. Okay, are any of these powers the same? No, they're all different, okay? So I'm good. I have my answer, okay? I don't need to draw out the blanks if they're all different, okay? So I'm going to put a check. I found it, but all these powers are different, so I don't need to draw out blanks. So 24x to the 7th plus negative 3x to the 5th plus negative 9x to the 4th plus 15x to the third. If they're all to different powers, you're good. Okay, number 4, 4x minus 3 times 1x minus 7. Okay, we have a times, so we need to do both of them. So I take 4x times 1x. I take 4x times negative 7. Done with that. Then I take negative 3 times 1x and negative 3 times negative 7. Now, when I'm multiplying, I got to make sure my x's have powers with them. Otherwise, I'm going to get really confused. Okay, that's good. So 4 times 1 is 4. 1 plus 1 is 2. 4x is second. 4 times negative 7 is negative 28, and we just have the first power, so x to the first. Negative 3. 1 power, x to the first, and then positive 21 with no power because there's no x. Okay, so check. And these two are the same. They have the same power, so I need to write my highest, so blank x to second plus blank x plus blank. So x to second, I have 4. So only 1. X means x to first, and I have these two. So negative 28 plus negative 3 is negative 31. And then we have 21. Okay, again, a multiplication. Step 1 is step 2. So this problem's pretty crappy. I take 1x times 1x to the second, 1x times 6x, and 1x times negative 5. Kill him. 4 times 1x to the second, 4 times 6x, and 4 times negative 5. Now, before I multiply, make sure they have power. So 1, 2, 1, 1. There's an x, needs a 1. That has a 2. That has a 1. Okay, so 1 times 1 is 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5, and then that's the only power I have, so x to the first. 4 times 1 is 4. That's the only power, so the x is to the second. And then I have 24, and that's x to the first. And negative 20. Okay, so check means it's done. Highest power now is a 3, so blank x to the third plus blank x to the second, blank x plus blank. Okay, x to the thirds, I have that one, a 1. Now I'm looking for x second. I have 6x a second, not a second, but that one is. Okay, 6 plus 4 is 10. And then x means I look for x to the 1. So negative 5 and positive 24. That makes 19. And then I have my negative 20. Okay, number 6, step 1, step 2. First, don't like that power here. I need to duplicate it and write the same thing. Okay? So, 4x times 4x and 4x times negative 3. Get that out. Negative 3 times 4x and negative 3 times negative 3. So that's 16. 1 plus 1 is 2. That's negative 12. And then you would just have the x to the first. Oh yeah, by the way, put the 1s there before. Okay. So negative 12, x to the first, and positive 9. Okay, so check, it's done. So x to the second's your highest, so blank x to the second plus blank x plus blank. X to the second, I have 16. Okay. X, I look for x to the first, so negative 12 plus negative 12 gives me negative 24. And then I have 9. Okay. All right, then the story problem. You're designing a frame to surround a 22 by 20 inch picture. So let's draw that picture. 22, 20. And then there's a frame on the outside. The frame is the same width on every side. Write a polynomial that represents the area. And we know area is length times width. So let's look and see what we got here. Okay, so from here to here is 22, and then that's x, and that's x. From here to here is 20, that's x, and that's x. Okay, so my length is 2x plus 22. It's 2x, not x to the second. You put x to the second, good night. 2x plus 20. Now multiply that out. Step 1, step 2. So I take 2x times 2x, and I take 2x times 20. I take 22 times 2x, and I take 22 times 20. 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, only on the x's. 2 times 2 is 4. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, 2 times 20 is 40. And then x to the first, and then 44, x to the first, and then 440. Okay, so check. Highest power is a 2. Blank x second plus blank x plus blank. X second, I got the 4. For x's, we have 40 and 44. So add those, it's 84. And then 440. Okay, find the combined area of the picture and the frame when the width of the frame is 4 inches. So now, I put blank parentheses where I had an x. So blank to the second plus 84 parentheses plus 440. And we're going to insert this 4 in here, okay? And then I go to my calculator. So I take 4 times 4 to the second power plus 84 times 4 plus 440. I got 840. So that's our answer. 840. When we find the area, it's the units squared, okay?